Hey guys, hi. Okay, so guys, you need a quick recap on the keyword research, right? Okay, so what we will do, we'll insert the seed keyword, the input, and Google Keyword Planner. Okay, you'll have to go to Google AdWords. You'll have to go to Tools, then hit on Keyword Planner. Then you'll go to the first option, which says Search for New Keywords. Then you type in your keyword here. Say, for an example, if you're looking for shoes, you are selling shoes, okay? So shoe, then I'll hit on Hyderabad, then I'll hit on get ideas. So this is where I land. So sometimes you tend to land at add group ideas, okay? So you will have to make sure that you're on keyword ideas section. Okay, so here you have multiple keywords here. You have about 800 keywords here. So what you'll do, you'll download it. All right, now you'll access the file. So this is the raw data. Okay, now you'll have to apply various filters to derive at the keyword phrase which is more qualified. So I'll do away with the ad group, currency. I'll just retain this average monthly searches, competition, suggested bid, and everything. I'll do away with it. Now this competition that we're looking out here is something which represents the competition across paid search, not organic search. So for now, for my SEO, it is not relevant. So I'm doing away with it. So now I have various keywords here, everything related to shoes. Okay. Now, if you would want me to so there is no set process to set up a filter. Okay. It could be anything. Say for an example, you have shoes for man, woman, kids, and you have generic shoes out here, which doesn't specify any gender. Okay. So gender could be one of your filters. Okay. Say for an example, you're selling shoes only for men. Then women shoes is something which is not qualified, right? So that's the reason why gender could be one of your filter. Then based off your business niche, you'll have more filters. Say for example, region or geography or location could be one of the filters. So people, he might say shoes in Hyderabad or shoes in Delhi or something like that. So you have gender, you have location, you have say what, conversion intent. Okay, it could be yes or no. Say for an example, if someone is typing in the keyword, one moment, let us identify a keyword with cost or price in it. Okay, there are no such keywords. Price, yes. So this guy who is looking for online shoes, cheap price, or shoes online shopping, low price. There are 10 people on a monthly basis who are searching with this keyword in Hyderabad. So if you rank with such keywords, the conversion intent would be high, because this guy is mentioning that he wanted to buy a shoe, buy a pair of shoes, and he wanted to buy it online. He wanted to ensure that they are cheap, they are economical, and they're inquiring for price. So the conversion intent for this for these people would be very high, or you could say high, low, and medium could be a filter. All right. So this way you'll apply all possible filters, whichever they are relevant to your business, and then after applying filters, out of this a gamut of 800 keywords, you might derive at those 15 or 20 keywords after applying the relevant filters. Okay, now out of these 20 keywords which are relevant to your business, which keyword to choose? So that's where the competition as a filter would come in place. Competition, then KEI. So KEI will help you understand which keyword to choose out of hundreds of thousands of keywords. So you'll simply go with that keyword which has higher KEI with substantial demand. So it makes no sense if I'm picking the keyword which has a demand of 10, average monthly searches 10, but the KEI for that keyword would be some 150 or 200. If I target that keyword, there is, I'm like, without a shadow of doubt, I'll rank over the top. But then it would not make sense. Instead of, see, I'll give you an example. So this is keyword 1, and we have keyword 2. So for keyword 1, the demand is 20 or 200, and keyword 2, the demand is 1 lakh, and the KEI for the keyword which has got demand 200 is 55, and the KEI for the keyword which has 1 lakh demand is 2. Okay, so ideally, according to the logic, I should be picking the keyword which has KEI higher the better, right? So 55, if I target this keyword, I could rank in month's time. But then the traffic, the qualified traffic which I get by ranking over the top by this keyword is comparatively very, very less compared to the second keyword. So here, if it takes 1 month for me to rank over the top, this might take 3 or 4 months. But then I'll get more traffic to the website. So it makes all sense for me to choose this particular keyword. Fair enough, guys? Any queries? So that's how keyword research is done. Any queries, guys? Yeah, Riken. So Riken says, just need clarity that we'll go with keyword 2. Yes, of course. So here I'll go with keyword 2 because the demand is substantial. So if I'm targeting this keyword, and say for an example, we will have a benchmark of 6 months. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so in month 1, I might rank for this keyword, and I might get some 36% of traffic to the website. Okay, so equals 200 into 36%. Okay, similarly, month 2, month 3. So every month I'll get 72 visits to my website out of this keyword. Okay, but here, if I'm targeting this keyword, I'll get nothing for the first 3 months. But from month 4, if I'm ranking for this keyword, say if I'm getting 36% of traffic to my website, if I'm ranking on the first position of Google organic search, so that makes it 36,000. So another 36,000 here. Okay, even if I'm ranking on second position, and if I get some 18% of traffic, even that's fair. Worst case scenario. So I still get 18,000 visits, right? So now, if I sum up the visits here, so the total traffic which is generated for 6 months with the keyword 1 is 360, and in the second case, it is 36,000. Fair enough. So I'll go with the second keyword. All right. So guys, we're all set with keyword research process. So you lay your magic hands on it, right? You work on your own project. So you'll have to create a page. You'll have to come up with the images, the text, the content around that page. And so before coming up with the content, we'll have to freeze the keyword. So based on the keyword, you'll have to write the content. Okay. So we'll take it forward, guys. All set with keyword research, right? Okay, so what are keywords? So keywords are search phrases which people use. So let us understand various keywords here. Now, say if I'm looking for Pizza Hut, okay? I'm sitting at Alwal, which is near Secunderabad, Hyderabad, which is near Secunderabad, okay? Now, when I type in this keyword Pizza Hut, so there is this paid listing out here. Okay. Now, if you look at this, this is the search engine optimization. This is the SEO result on the top. Okay. These are called as local listings. So there are 3 different websites out here, or physical locations, who are offering pizza. So these are called as local listings. These are targeted based on IP address. Now I'm close to Secunderabad, so that's the reason why I would see these results which are very close to me. So AS Ravnagar, this is some 4 to 5 kilometers away from my place. So this is which is Somajiguda. This is the real-time Pizza Hut result, and this is at Banjara Hills. So based on the IP address, Google will throw these results. These are called as local listing. Yeah, guys. Rikin, you have a query? All right. So these are called as your local listings. So again, these are your search engine optimization results. So at this page, you see a paid result, an organic result, and local listings. Okay. Let us try a different keyword. Shoes. So these are your merchant center results. So this is something that you do with your Google AdWords. You're selling products out here. Okay, so if you could target your own website out here. So similar to Snapdeal or Tolexo or Flipkart or Landmark Shoes, you could ensure that even your product would rank over the top. All right. And so this is something which is achieved through rich snippets, ratings. Will help you understand how to do that. Okay, so these are the search results. Now let us be more specific. So I would say, so shoes, you see these results. Now I'm going to say designer shoes. The results will vary, right? Now the result would be narrowed down if you look at it. Now I'm going to say designer, men's designer shoes. So it is further narrowed. I would say wedding shoes, men's designer wedding shoes. This is further narrowed. Now I would say Hyderabad. So now I see, I don't see that merchant center results, but I see the directories out here. Okay, so these are called as long tail keywords. So long tail keywords has less potential, less demand, and higher conversion rates. Okay, so the guy who is typing in the keyword shoes and men's designer wedding shoes, there is a difference, right? I'm like the person who is going with the second keyword, there will be a higher conversion rate. So you might want to understand the difference between various keywords out here. So let us walk through the slides now. So keywords are search phrases which people use. Example, CFA coaching, good Chinese restaurants. You could think of different keywords according to your project. So keywords can be different. So this is something that you might have covered in your paid search, Google AdWords. So phrase match, CFA coaching. So when you put them in quotes, this is called as phrase match. So what is phrase match? So did you cover this in your AdWords, Google AdWords session, guys? Guys, do you have any clue of this phrase match, broad match, and exact match in Google AdWords? Okay. All right. So we'll take the same keyword. So CFA coaching. What is a phrase match? Then you have your exact match and broad match. Okay, when I say phrase match for CFA coaching, so I would be ranked for any keyword which has CFA coaching in it, okay? As the words CFA coaching, and along with that, you'll have something as a prefix and after the keyword. So CFA coaching center, or you'll say best CFA coaching center, okay? So the main words, the two words out here, they'll remain same, all right? And before and after the main words, you'll have some other variants of it, okay? So this is, so for keywords like this, you would rank. if you're going with phrase match in Google AdWords. So similarly, exact match, if someone is typing in CFA coaching, then you'll be ranking for that. So if it is best CFA coaching, or if it is CFA coaching center and all, you'll not rank for such keywords. So it is an exact match of the term that you're using. Broad match for CFA coaching, it could be best CFA center for coaching. Okay, so these words should be there, should be present in the phrase. They need not have to be side by side. So this is broad match. So these are various types of keyword matches. So similarly, similar to phrase match, exact match, broad match, you'll have long tail keywords, okay, which are longer enough. So these are termed as long tail keywords. The best CFA coaching center, best CFA coaching center for coaching and all. Then you'll have short tail keywords. Short tail keywords are nothing but just CFA coaching, which are generic in nature, which has higher demand. Okay. Then comes, so these matches are used in PPC ads. So they're relevant to this context as well, to understand like what exactly are phrase, broad, and exact. Then the long tail keywords, a key phrase having more than 4 words is a long tail keyword. So imagine a user trying to zoom in on one specific entry. You keep refining the search. Final search term is a 4 to 5 worded phrase. Example, WordPress developers for hire in India. So the conversion rate for this keyword is higher than the term WordPress developers. All right, so these are termed as long tail keywords. So why bother with the long tail? So they are often ignored by brands, so there is a great opportunity. Then higher chances of conversions because of the intent of the keywords. Then it is very easier to optimize because you'll tend to see that the KEI would be high, and the effort versus results, there is a very good trade-off. Then keyword research, have to ask the right questions. Search for ways to solve problem instead of solution name. Example, ways to do keyword research instead of Google external keyword tool. So ways to brainstorm, outline the problem. What problem does your product solve? Complements, what adjectives can be used to describe your product? So this is to further carry out the keyword research in a matured way. Now, how to find relevant keywords? By a competitor analysis, by using Google Keyword Tool, and by using Google Trends. So Google Trends is another platform which will show you the keywords which are trending. So I give my topic shoes here. I'll say designer shoes and then try to find out what's trending here. So this is the regional interest. So United Kingdom has got higher interest for designer shoes. And if you look at the trending keywords, so shoe designer, men's designer shoes, these are other keyword variants. Okay, so I'm very sure that you'll find all these keywords from Google AdWords, Google Keyword Planner tool. So you don't have to worry or leverage on some other platforms as well. So you could just stick to Google AdWords Keyword Planner tool and you'll get all these keywords covered. But if you want to understand what is trending on these subjects and all, say for an example, if you are running a seasonal campaign on your product and it is a marriage season, generally in the month of Feb, March, April, and May, then probably you might want to target such keywords like designer shoes and all, and then try to see what exactly is trending out there. So this is how you'll find relevant keywords. So Google Keyword Planner tool would definitely stand out. So this is Google Trend. So in Trends, it will give you queries. It will show you the graphs saying that, see, if you look at the pattern, so from Jan, it has started coming down. The trend is going down. So this will help you make some informed decisions. So similarly, you have related keywords out here, related queries. So this is another platform which is a paid tool, SEMrush. All right, so there's this keyword this particular platform will help you derive at various keywords which you could choose for your website or your landing page or your product or a service. But then I would again say stick to Google Keyword Planner tool, because all this platform, which is a third-party platform, will try to access Google's database through an API and then try to build their own interface and then try to add some charts or graphs on the top of it and make it more compelling and then try to sell the license. But if your objective is to carry only keyword research, then stick to Google Keyword Planner. So using the Google Keyword tool, you know how to use it. So keyword mix, choose your keywords wisely. So widely searched terms which get you clicks, narrow terms which get you conversions. Trade-off between efforts and conversions is always kept in mind. Then you might also want to think about seasonability if your product would call for one. So the practical exercise for you guys would be to use the tools discussed to identify some of the relevant terms for your projects, and finally zoom in on 10 keywords for which you should start optimizing your website. So this would be your exercise, guys. By next session, let us ensure that you have all these keywords handy. So what does the SEO involve? So we are going on to the on-page optimization. Now you have freezed your keyword and you are optimizing your website for those keywords. Okay. So on-page optimization, this is where we have complete control on, unlike off-page optimization, and we change our own site to match the keywords we want to target. So off-page optimization, this is where we need time and good content and relationships, link-oriented and focus on citations. So on-page is something which is there in our hand. We could wrap it up in a day or two. And off-page optimization is something which is ongoing. You keep building links to your website. Links are nothing but like vote back to your website. So the more qualified links you get from authoritative domains, the higher would be your rankings. So what does on-page optimization involve? So introduction to HTML. So it involves meta tags, and meta tags which is meta description, and you also have meta keywords, then main body content, then image tags, then header tags, then title tag. Let me walk you through these tags on how to come up with these title tags. Okay, so we are talking about title tag here. We're talking about meta description. We're talking about URL. Let us also talk about headers, and let's talk about images. Okay, so title tag. Now let us say if we have freezed the keyword home cleaning is our keyword. Professional home cleaning. Say for an example, I have freezed this phrase for one of my projects, which is into home cleaning services. Okay, and I'm doing this research for my professional home cleaning page. So the website goes like this: www.abc.com/. Now, what should be the URL? Okay, this is my website. Now, my developer, because he doesn't have any knowledge on how to handle it, do SEO for the landing pages, so he would just keep it as cleaning.html. So this is how the link would look like. Now that I'm an SEO expert, I'll have to redo it. So the first thing that I will work on would be URL. So how would you transform the URL for the same page? It should be www.abc.com/ I should have my keyword here, which is professional home cleaning. I might want to add service here, .html. Okay, now Google will understand so that this page is about professional home cleaning service. If I'm just naming it as cleaning, it could be a home cleaning, it could be an office cleaning, it could be cleaning clothes, it could be anything. But here I'm trying to be more specific. So my keyword should be specific. so as my URL, so as my title tag. Now, if I'm asked to write a title for this page, title is nothing but it is a brief liner about what exactly is the page all about. Sound is not there. Hey, Rikin, you still face a problem with the sound, with the audio? Okay, all right. So guys, anybody else who encountered with this problem with the audio? Mr. Rao, Srilata, we are all set with the audio? Am I audible? Clear enough? Okay, great. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the confirmation. Thank you. All right. So title is nothing but it is a brief liner about what exactly is the page all about. Okay. So my page is about professional home cleaning services. So my title would be the same. Professional home cleaning services. Okay. So the first three words or this phrase is nothing but my main keyword which I'm targeting. Okay, but I'm not stuffing my page with keywords. I should elaborate it. So I would say professional home cleaning services in Hyderabad if my target is Hyderabad. If my target is India wide, I would say India. Okay, and I might want to add best. Okay, so best professional home cleaning services in Hyderabad. And I would say my website name, which is ABC. Now, you'll have to ensure that the length of the title should be less than equal to 65 characters. So earlier, I mean, there were various changes out here. It will accept up to 71 characters as well, but it is recommended to keep it around 65, not more than that. Because if your title is lengthy, then there is a fair chance wherein it will not fit completely on this snippet. If you look at it, you see some small dots here, right? So this guy, his title is lengthy enough. So you'll have to make sure that you fit it above the fold in this snippet so that people will get to know what exactly they could expect out of your page. Yeah, Srilata, so the character limit is clear, right? So the ideal length would be around 65 till 70. Now let us go to, now our URL is done, the title tag is done. Now let us go to description. Now your description is something that would be fetched out here in Google search landscape. Okay, so people, they'll make an informed decision whether to click on your website or not by reading the title and meta description. So you'll have to ensure that they stand out and are very compelling. Now let us come up with a description. So here I'll ensure that my keyword is also used with a compelling call to action. So avail the best professional home cleaning service in Hyderabad. Or I could say first time free. Once the moment they see first time free, they might want to try my service. And I will have to do this because I'm new into the market. And in order to survive, it is all about survival of the fittest. So in order to survive, in order to get some mileage and compete with my competitors, I might have to compromise a bit. So first time, or I could probably say free service for the first 10 visitors. And I will close it saying grab the early bird offer now. All right, so the the description should be around 150 to 160 characters, including space, not more than that. So it is on 134, which is like cool. So if you want to fit something else, you could do that. Okay, so this is my meta description. Now coming to headers. Now what should be the header? So on the header, there are H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. You could go up to 6 headers. Now, before we come up with the header for this particular page, let us understand how exactly this signs would work. What exactly are header tags? All right. Now let us consider the same service, handyman services. Okay. So handyman services. This is my website, and I'm talking about the classification. So handyman services would be my header. If I am asked to fit all my services in one page, then this is how I want to use my header tags. Okay, this is a typical example. We are working on the worst example possible. So I'm supposed to use header tags till H6 in one particular page. You will hardly get such scenarios, but let us work on it. So handyman services would be my H1. Okay, this is my exclusive service. Then my H2 would be home cleaning. Another H2 would be office cleaning. Okay, so home and office, they differ with each other, but they are different services in its own. So that's the reason why it is called as home cleaning and office cleaning. Now let us talk about home cleaning in the same page for some time. Under home cleaning, my H3 could be it would be deep cleaning. Okay, wherein I'll clean end to end house, including pillows, including beds, carpet, toilets and all. Or it could be exclusively bathroom cleaning. All right, or it would be another H3. So these are services on a same line, which fall under same categories. So D bathroom, it could be floor, or it could be kitchen. Okay, now I should come up with H4. How will I do that? How do we further classify it? Under deep cleaning, I could talk about 2 BHK. Okay, or is it another H4? H4 could be 3 BHK and a 4 BHK. Guys, please stop me if I'm not making sense, or if this is bouncing off. All right. So header tags is something that you see on a page. So let me just walk you through a website. Say, for example, if you're talking about house care, professional home cleaning service. So this is a landing page. Okay, so every page should have headings and subheadings, right? So for Google to understand that what exactly is the page all about, in order to classify the content in a structured manner, you use this header tag. Say for an example, get your home squeezy clean. This could be one of the headers. Then kitchen, list of services could be your another header. Bathroom, list of services could be your another header. Okay, so this is how you'll define your header tags. Then under this header, which is H2 or H3, these would be your H4s or H5s. Ceiling fans or vacuums or dust lamps. Okay, so these headers, so H6 would be a baby of H5, H5 would be a baby of H4, H4 would be a baby of H3, then H2, then H1. That's how it goes. So H1 would be the main header of the page. So this is to convey to Google robots and a user that if you get to this page, this is the main topic. This is something that you get. Now, under this service, what are the sub-services that you get? Under each sub, what are the sub-services that you get? So that's how you'll have to structure your website. That's the reason why headers are used. So is that clear, guys? Reckon that's clear? On backend, it's simple. You'll have to just go to a website, look into the source, and then type in H1s and H2s. See, let me take you to. Okay, now I'm on their home cleaning page. Now I'm supposed to evaluate this page. Okay, so let me see if I could find the header tags. I'll go to the page source and I'll look out for various header tags from H1 to H6. So I'll do a Control F and I'll look out for H1 tag. Okay, so you see this is their H1. Book online home cleaning services in Hyderabad. So this is where it is on the head section. So this is their H1. Then let us check their H2 if they're using any. So how it works. So this part, this is their header 2. See here he's saying book online home cleaning services. Then he's showcasing the various services, furniture and furnishings, full home deep cleaning, your home, your package, full home general service. Then he is saying how it works. So, so this is something that will fall under the service, right? Under H1. Then they might have multiple H2s as well. So how it works, and then testimonials. So these are the unique selling points. Why House Joy is something that they are addressing through H2s. H1 is their service. H2 is why House Joy. Let us see if there are any H3s. So here he is saying cities under H3. You see this? So here we go. He's talking about cities. Then I'm sure services out here would be another H3. There we go. So services. So these are some quick links. He's using them as H3. So Sri Lata says, usually are these tags decided after designing the page and designing the topics? Example, what should go on about us, contact us, service page. So this is how it works. Before even designing the page, you could give an idea to the designer saying that in this page, we are going to talk about these surveys and these would be my headings. So if you're coming up with a layout, then probably you might want to see where to structure this content. So this would come under the site architecture, the site plan. So before even you design the content, before even you design the website, you will prepare your content. You'll prepare your sitemap. You'll say, okay, my website will have homepage, about us, contact us, and then under services, I will have these services listed. And under each of this service, this is the content that I have. I want to use this image, and I want to talk about the unique selling points of my service. I might want to talk about which locations am I going to offer this service at, and I might want to talk about something else. So this way you'll have to structure your content, and then the layout should start. Then the designer should start working on it. That sounds reasonable, Srilata? Yeah, but this is not how it works. So most of the websites, most of the clients, what they do, they just build the website and then they start worrying about the content and SEO. But this is something that you should do first. Your content structure, your website structure, your search engine optimization, everything should be done well in advance, and then you start building the website. This will reduce the number of iterations and it will reduce the level of effort. Awesome. Yeah. So this is the right approach. This is how you should be doing it. Okay. So Ricken, you understood how to check the tags, right? You're welcome, Srilata. All right. So let's move forward. So now, guys, you understood how to use this header tags, right? So in this page, so my header tag would be, I will use two tags. One would be professional home cleaning. I'll just say professional home cleaning. Then I could go with my H2, which will talk about why me. I'll talk about my testimonials here. I could talk about, sorry, another H2. So testimonials, and I'll talk about the process on how it works. Then my H3 would be locations and some quick links. So this way I could structure my website. Okay, now headers are done. So let me go with images. Say I'm using only one image in my website. I will ensure that the image would have the file name and alt attribute. So Google could not read through images, right? It could not penetrate into the image and then try to visualize what exactly is there out there. So if you are using an image, you will have to give it an alternate name. Alt attribute is nothing but your alternate name, alt tag. So my image file name would be, say for an example, if the name is some www.someabc.com, and then I have my image name. Generally designers, they would just say image-01 dot png or jpg. This is how they will name it. So you'll have to give them a wireframe helping them understand that image should have the keyword. So if you plan the website structure well in advance, you could give all these directions to the designer or developer well in advance. So here the image name should be professional home cleaning service, as specific as possible for the keyword for which you might want to rank, dot jpg or png. Similarly, your alt attribute would be best. Let this not be the same keyword, because the more number of times you repeat the same keyword, that would fall under keyword spamming. So it should be descriptive in nature. So best professional home cleaning services in Hyderabad, offered in Hyderabad. So though the keyword intent is same for the title, for the in the description or your header tag and your image file name and your image alt attribute or alt tag, so you're using different phrases, but then the intent is same. So Google will understand that we are insisting on professional to be the best in professional home cleaning service and exclusively in Hyderabad. So whoever types in this keyword in Hyderabad, it will try to get you over the top. All right, so this is your alt attribute, alt tag. So that's about it. Are we missing on something? Nope. So you have your URL covered, you have your title tag, your meta description, your headers, your image file name, and image alt attribute. Now, when we use these images, you'll have to ensure that the image size is very less. Okay, so you might want to ask your designer to compress the image to the maximum level. So that's about it. Let us go back to the presentation. So introduction to these tags and HTML. So this is the structure, on-page optimization. So plan your site's information architecture. So are you covering all the keywords you want? Are all the pages on your site mutually exclusive? You're not having any duplicates out there, and completely exhaustive. You are making sure that you are using the value innovative content on your website. So when someone would come to the website, you should talk about your service. You should talk about why they should pick this service from you. So your content should have that, you should possess that unique selling proposition. Okay, and then you should have a call to action. You have some content, you'll say why they should pick this service from you. But if you do not have a call to action saying that, hey, book now, hey, call us right now, hey, fill up this form, then it would go for a toss. You can't get maximum benefit out of it. So you plan your site's architecture completely, then create a naturally flowing hierarchy. So if you look at it, then home, shop is the main category. Then shop what? Gold jewelry. Then you have cosmetic jewelry. So under gold jewelry, you will further have some categories or subcategories. Then about us, you'll talk about your team, your vision and mission. You'll talk about corporate social responsibility. So this way, you will come up with a naturally flowing hierarchy. Then comes WordPress and SEO. So let's try this for Akruti Jewels. Okay, so you will log into the admin. You'll access. All right, this is where we go. So you log in. So this is how it looked. This is how the backend would look like. Now, let us cover different things out here. We'll talk about Google Analytics, where to place the code. Okay, Google Webmasters. Okay, so generally Google Analytics would go under the head section. Okay, and head section of all the pages. And Google Webmaster Code should go under the head section of home page. But generally when you're using a CMS, you'll not have that exclusive option. So you'll publish it in all the pages. So I have to go there. First of all, let us go to editor. All right. So under appearance, you go to editor. Under editor on your right hand side, look out for header PHP. Here we go. So theme header. You'll click on it. This will give you access to the header section. Now, look out for the header tag where exactly it is being closed. So this is where my header is closing, right? So this is where I will place my Google Analytics and Google Webmaster codes, the JavaScripts. All right. So once you do that, you will just go down and then hit on update file, and that should do. All right, so this is where you paste your Google Analytics code. Make no mistake. Now let us install the search engine optimization plugin. So I'll go to plugins. All right, I'll see if there is any search engine optimization plugin installed. No, there is no plugin. So we'll have to add a new plugin here. Okay, I'll hit on add new. So it will give me a list of free plugins here. So here I'll do a quick search. I'll say WordPress SEO plugin. So I have a list of plugins here. So let me understand what exactly is this host SEO. So he says with this plugin, it will give you the page analysis. It will help you with sitemaps, breadcrumbs, social integration. But how do I add titles and description? That's not there here, so I'll ignore this. So SEO wizard, this guy says page analysis, social media, link, juggernaut, auto linking, redirects, robots, and hit. So let's try this plugin. I'm installing this SEO wizard plugin. I'm hitting on install now. Hey, Riken, we could go with free plugins here. You don't have to buy any plugin. You have immense plugins out there. You could find free plugins. So right now we just found out a free plugin, and we are installing this plugin here. We are activating it. Theme becomes the following plugin. So I'm installing this. So where is this plugin? SEO wizard. Now so this is where I find it, right? So under plugins at the bottom, here we go. I'm hitting on activate. Now my plugin is activated. Okay. So these are by default some checklists. Don't have to worry about it right now. I'll just hit on save settings. Now it is time for me to optimize the landing page or my website pages. So where do I find them? I'll go to all pages, under pages here. So I have a sample page and a contact us page. Okay, I'll go to sample page and I'll say edit. So this is the page content here. You'll change the page content from here. And see, this is where I'll use my SEO keyword, main keyword. I'll use my title tag. I'll use my meta description here. Yeah, right. So we came up with title and meta description. So this is where we use it. So you have any rich snippets, you could use it. So rich snippets, you don't have to use it from here. We'll walk you through Google Webmaster. That would be an easier platform. So that's about it. So once you post it, you'll hit on save post settings, and that should do. This is how you'll add your titles and descriptions. So the page permalink, and here the link structure, you could change it from here. Hey, Ricken, you have a query, my friend? Ricken, you have a query? We all set? Okay. All right. So guys, what I would want you to do is log into your projects. I mean, once we are done with the session, and then try to implement the titles, descriptions, and keywords out there. So that's about WordPress and SEO. So these are some screens which will help you understand on how to find the plugins and then install them. Then practical exercise, identify the site's information architecture, define which pages would be optimized for keywords that you identified, write the content for at least one keyword from your list of keywords. Then SEO basics on page, create unique, accurate page titles, which is a better title. Just see, if the designer is not directed properly, he would just use home under title. So instead of home here, we are using Akriti Jewels, buy cosmetic jewelry, custom made gold ornaments here. All right. So page titles are what appears within the title tags, and these appear in search results page as well. All right. So in a page, this is the tab, right? So in the tab, you'll see the title. And the same way in Google search results, you tend to see it. So in order to say, for an example, if you see that you're ranking over the top, but then your click-through rates is very less. So what you'll have to do is you'll change your title and description, because click-through rates are directly depending on the search snippet, how well you're writing your titles and description. If it is not compelling, if it has got no call to action, or if it is not descriptive, people will not click on the link. Hey Srilata, no problem here. So we are just talking about the on-page optimization, which we have already covered. So I'm saying if the web designer or developer is not directed properly, so instead of writing the title, he will just leave it as home. Then on-page optimization basics, make good use of description meta tag. The tag gives a brief description of what the page is all about. So accurately summarize the page's content. The description should be aligned to the page content. Try and avoid filling the description with random keywords. Hey, Uma Maheshwar, sure, I'll do that. I'll share this PPT with you guys. I think you already got this material from EduPristine, right? You guys don't have this content, this PPT with you? Hey guys, All of you, you don't have this PPT with you guys? Because this is something which is shared with everybody. All right. So I would request you to just check it out. They'll give you a login through which you could access all these presentations and the recording sessions. So that's about on-page optimization. Then make URLs user-friendly. So which is better URL to navigate? So if you look at this, instead of numbers, you're trying to elaborate this particular URL. So URLs can contain keywords. So one of the few elements which can be optimized, but people cannot or leave it due to the restrictions of their CMS package. So there are few CMS. If you are uh, running a e-commerce portal, then optimizing each and every URL might not be possible. You might want to go with such numbers because you will have thousands of pages and there are certain restrictions with the content management system. So create an easy to understand site structure. So remember, mutually exclusive and completely exhaustive, right? So site navigation, so should be text based, no fancy graphics or flash animations. So good source of keywords. So sitemap HTML1 for user and XML1 for the search engine. So one for the user and one for the search engine here. So as you guys know, content is the king in SEO. So unique content is something which is valued. The content should be unique, fresh, and it should be relevant and up to date. So cross-link your own content. So good source of writing good anchored text. So you'll have to be very descriptive and concise, and links should be easy to spot. So use images. So consistently use images across the site. Use them in predictable patterns. So provide metadata for images like alt tag. Remember, file name of images is also one of the factors for rankings. Then include a separate image sitemap. So for images, if you have more images, you could use a separate sitemap. And see, when you type in some keywords, you tend to see images as well, right? So if your images are optimized, there is a fair chance wherein you could rank over the top through image and through paid ad and through local listing and also with the organic search. So using header tags, we have already seen how to use the header tags, and it helps you section the page, also defines the page outline. It is the source of keywords, and use heading hierarchy. Use this very sparingly. So usage of robots, there is a way wherein you could hide certain pages from robots to come and then crawl them. So you could control the robots which come to your website. So in order to do that, you might want to leverage on a robots.txt file. So when a search engine robot would come to your website, the first place that they will go and visit is robots.txt. It will go there and then it will see if they have permission to crawl all the pages of your website. If you do not have, if you block permission to the entire website or certain pages or folders of the website, it will not go and then crawl them. It will keep it confidential. So on-page optimization, keyword usage. So repeat the keyword 1% times of the total words in the page. For an example, if there are about 400 to 500 words, then our keyword and its variant should be repeated for 4 times. So do not overdo this, and it would be construed as keyword stuffing. So set up the Webmaster tool account. So Google bring others. So let us go with Google. So Webmaster's tool is a mode of communication between you, the webmaster, and the search engine. Okay, so to communicate with search engines, you need this Webmaster account. So notifications about search engine updates and all is something that you could see and monitor at Webmasters. So updates about how the search engine views your website is something that you could see. So potential warnings about your site, malware, virus, 404s, service downtime, everything could be traced out there. So this is how the application would look like. Let me show a real-time application for you. Okay, so these are various accounts. So I'm going to the website. I was scared. So this is how a typical webmaster would look like. So this is a Google Webmaster Platform. So this is the dashboard. I'll go to messages. So there seems to be two messages here. So the target country has been changed for HouseCare, and housecare.com is associated with Google Analytics property. So we have already associated Google Analytics and Webmasters here. So that's the reason why you see this message. Let us go to search appearance, and then we are looking at structured data. So structured data is nothing but Google micro format. Say for an example, this will help you. This will give you an opportunity to let Google know what exactly is the physical address of your website, what exactly is the contact number. Okay, let us check the real-time website here. I'll go to this page. So you see these results out here. So this is done. So now that we have this physical address, and so there will be a small piece of code through which you could convey Google saying that this is my physical address, this is my contact number, all right, and this is my store opening and closing times, and these are my reviews I've got. If you do that right, then you'll get to see your result out here on the top right hand side when your brand name is given. Okay, now how to do that? So let me walk you through it. So you'll have to start highlighting the data. You'll give your website URL. So in this case, it is professional home cleaning. So type of highlight, this is a local business. I'll hit OK. So this is about highlighting each and every piece of information and then giving them a tag. So here, so the name is HouseCare. So I'll give it a name. Okay, see, if you look at it, it has already updated as HouseCare. Now address or contact number, telephone. So this is my contact number. I'll click on it and hit on telephone. So I did not highlight it properly. So I'll highlight it properly this time. And then hit on telephone. Okay, so there is a problem when highlighting this, but this is how it is done. You'll highlight these codes, these attributes, and then select them. This way you could highlight the department, you could highlight the image URL, average ratings, and if you have any review out here, real-time review, you could also highlight that. Say for example, if this is the review, I'll just select it and then I'd say review. Okay, so I have some reviewer date and ratings and all. I could also do that. All right, so if you do that, this is helping Google understand that what is your contact number, what is your physical address, and you have any testimonials and all. So this will help Google give you some weightage and then give you certain marks on the visibility front. Imagine if you follow the Google standards and then you have very good ratings on your website, rating as 4.5 or 5 out here, and you have some thousands of votes, then you could take it for granted that for keywords like your service specific keywords, Google would rank you over the top. So in order to communicate with Google saying that this is my contact number and this is my address, these are my reviews, and this is where I stand, you make use of this particular module. Then comes your HTML improvements. Now in this website there are about 12 pages which has got duplicate meta descriptions, and there are about 9 pages which has got duplicate title tags. So all I will have to do is click on it, go there, check what exactly are these pages, and then set it up. So for book, career, FAQ, on-demand made, professional home cleaning and services, I have the title professional home cleaning is now packed with complimentary services. Check what all is included and take action now. So I'll have to go and then fix this ASAP. All right. Similarly, when so now say for an example, I type in the keyword house care, which is my brand. Okay. I don't see any site links here. Let us try some other website like Vodafone. Now, so this is the paid search landscape. You could ignore this. These are the paid search site links. Similarly, for your organic search, you have site links. So apart from your website link for which you're optimizing, you also tend to see the inner pages. These are called as site links. This is something that you might have already covered in Google AdWords as well. So if you would want to demote a site link saying that, hey, you know what, I don't want to see Vodafone India login here and I want to demote it. So you'll just copy this link and you'll go to the site search console. You'll paste that link here and then you would say demote. So this is like giving an instruction to Google saying that, you know what, in your landscape, you are showing this page, but I would not want to see that in site link. Please remove it. So, and then it will remove it from there. All right. Then comes your search analytics. So search analytics will help you understand the various keywords for which you're ranking. So impressions, click-through rates, and positions. So here, these are my brand keywords, housecare, housecare.com, housecare solutions and all. So for this, there are these many impressions and you could see the average position. And if I'd want to see all the keywords for which I'm ranking over the top, so here we go. So cleaning services, house cleaning services in Hyderabad, cleaning contractors, professional house cleaning and all, I am ranking 1-on-1. And these are the impressions, these are the clicks. So you tend to get all this information from Google Webmaster application out here. Similarly, you want to see what are the links which are linking back to your website. This is where you go. So you're getting links from Pinterest, apple.com, you're getting links from IndieCrew, Metablog, so Wall Insight. These are some various websites which are linking back. All right. So what are the internal links which are linking back? You could try this out. You could check this out. So if I'm putting it nothing out here, then it is my home page. So for home page, these are the various internal links of my own website which are linking back to my home page. If Google takes a manual action, if you're trying to use some malware and then trying to spam the website, spam the users or robots, then this is where you'll get a message saying that, hey, we have taken a manual action on your website because we have noticed that you're not following Google standards or guidelines. So we'd recommend you to go fix it right now and then let us know. So that's how you'll get messages here. Then you might want to check Google index. So far Google has indexed 14 pages here. Okay, and if you want to see the content keywords, so here instead of house care, it should be cleaning. So most of the significance that Google is getting that the website is all about house care rather than cleaning. So it should be professional cleaning out here. So probably this calls for a relooking at the content out here. So we might have to rewrite it and ensuring that you give the major significance to cleaning services, professional cleaning services instead of the brand name house care. Okay, and say you want to remove some URLs from Google Index, you could go here. And if there are any security issues and crawling issues, this is where you'll get a message. All right, so that's about it, guys. Now, in order to integrate your webmasters to your Google Analytics platform, you'll go to settings, you'll go to Google Analytics property, and then it will give you the list of properties that you have. You are admin out here. You'll have to select the right account, okay, and then hit on save. Once you save, your properties would be integrated. Okay, so I would request you to create a Google Analytics and Google Webmaster accounts, place this piece of code in the website, and then verify the accounts and then integrate them, and even your Google AdWords accounts. Okay, so set up webmasters, hands-on exercise of setting up webmasters. This is something that I would want you to do, guys. So create a login Gmail account and then log into Google Webmasters. Okay, and it will give you a small piece of code. Take it and paste it in the head section of the home page or the header.php if you're using the CMS. Then setting up sitemaps, you will have a sitemap generator. XML sitemap generator. You'll go here, you'll click on it, and you'll give your website URL here, and it will generate a sitemap for you. You'll have to just give the website URL. It will generate a sitemap and then give you the file. And you'll have to give that sitemap to your developer. He'll paste it in the website. So linking Google Analytics, I've just shown you on how to link it up, but you might want to try it real time. So Google Analytics for SEO. Once you integrate your Google Analytics and your Google Webmaster account, you will see additional information on your Google Analytics account. So you could access the information that you see in your Google Webmasters and Google AdWords through Google Analytics if all these three accounts are integrated. Okay, so this is my Google Analytics account. So I'll go to House Care, wherein Google Webmasters and Analytics are integrated. So I go to Acquisition, then I hit on Search Console. So when I hit on this, I tend to see the entire information which I see it in Google Webmasters. So here we go. I have all this information in one platform. So I could access information from my Google AdWords. I could access information from my Google Webmasters, and I anyway have information across my Google Analytics. So this way I could measure the health of my website. I could measure the performance of my website in one application, just Google Analytics. So that's the best part of the deal when you integrate your accounts. So you could see which landing pages are doing good. All right, and you could check the clicks, you could check the average position, you could see the bounce rates, you could see the pages per session, how many pages people are visiting per session, and how many people out of 100 are bouncing off from your website. So you get all these insights in one platform. Okay, so that's about the not provided keyword fiasco. So an alternative of not provided using webmaster data. So viewing at webmaster data through GA. So when someone is logged into their Gmail account, all right, and then when they are browsing in Google, that information will not be traced, because as per the privacy policy, Google is not supposed to show their data, the real-time visits through Google Webmaster. All right, so that's the reason for in few cases you will see NA in Google. All right, so not provided or NA. So Google Analytics for SEO, track click-through rate of each query page per page combination, and track position of each query. Try changing content to get higher click-through rates and lower position. Remember, the final goal is to generate higher clicks. For that matter, it is the goal for every website. So how do you check that out? You'll have to just go here, identify the landing page, then you'll hit on, you'll say, for example, this is my main page, which is professional home cleaning service. Well, look at it. So the click-through rate is 1.62 on an average, and these are the keywords. All right. So for the real keyword, which is professional home cleaning, though my website is ranked, it is ranked in 42nd position. Now, if my job should be to get this over the top in the first position. Okay, so this way you could interpret the data, and at any given point of time, your main goal should be to increase the click-through rate. So Google will give you the visibility. But if you're ranking over the top, in order to increase your click-through rate, you'll have to change the content, you'll have to change the title and description. Okay, and in order to decrease the bounce rates, you might want to change the content of the website or the content of the landing page. All right, so that's about it. Then here is a case study, Nike Golf. So here the case study is to increase the visibility of Nike Golf site in organic search. So the strategy is make the search engine accessible and surface research informed content. So Tiger Woods. So here accessibility is one of the issue, and the keywords, the right set of keywords are not targeted. So that's the reason why it is recommended to surface the research informed content on the top. So brand ambassador is Tiger Woods. Then still the search engine was not up to the mark. Now let's see what happened. So the problem was the lack of focused keyword strategy, and the website, it was difficult for search engines to crawl for content. Even the look of the website was very good. So this is what users saw. If you look at it, this particular snapshot, this is something that users could see. So the case study, solution one is keyword research. So Nike, it carried out a deep keyword analysis program. So it took a deep dive, and they have digested heavy volumes of data, then analyzed the search industry trends. Then they had to make a choice between keywords like golf clothing, golf clothes, golf sportswear, golf apparel. So golf apparel happened to be the frequently used and keyword, and visitors stayed longer for that particular search, and they dug deeper and more conversions took place. So high opportunity keyword into specific pages. So if you look at this, look at the solution 2, which is the accessibility problem. So this is how on the left hand side, this is how users saw, and as I've told you, search engine robots, they could not dig into the images or the flash. So if you look at the first website, it was more flashy, but here it was not that flashy. So here the goal was to improve search engine rankings. So the problem was the website wasn't flash. Now solution 2 was options available, rebuilding the website, which was too costly, using no script tag for older browsers to deliver SEO, specific content wasn't working, and using newer technology. So the solution opted was used an open source JavaScript library called SWF Object to store a HTML based version of website behind the scenes, and straightforward and Google approved. See, you need not have to get into technical, but here simply said what they're doing is this is a flash driven website. So along with this, for Google robots, they had a HTML version. So when they use that HTML version, this is how the Google robots used to interpret the text. So Nike golf shoes, lightweight, breathable, and waterproof golf shoes. So Google doesn't need jazz. Users would need the jazz. So this is how they have implemented the strategy. And for users, they have this flashy look, and for robots, they have this HTML look. So implementation revised site launched just before the 2012 golf season, and there was a larger jump in the rankings for non-branded keywords. So anybody would type Nike and then out of the brand goodwill, but it doesn't make any sense for an agency or the digital marketing specialist guy to take credit for those keywords. So you should be ranking for the non-branded keywords like sport shoes or golf shoes or golf apparel or golf clothing, something like that. But if it is like Nike shoes, Nike apparel, Nike clothing and all, then the weightage goes to the brand. I mean, like the credit goes to the brand, not the SEO consultant. So these are the results. There were huge spikes for branded and non-branded keywords. So lesson, we can't ignore organic search. So visual experience is important, but not at the cost of accessibility. So platform of your website should service in search and not disservice in search. So that's about it, guys. So you have any queries? So the objective would be, your assignment would be to go carry out a keyword research, come up with the content for your website, pick some images, build at least one page in your website, the projects which are assigned to you. And you will have to generate Google Analytics and Google Webmaster codes, paste it in the head section of the page of all the pages. So I have shown you how to do that. And you'll have to integrate Google Webmasters and Analytics. I've shown you how to do that. So that's about it. So let me know if you have any queries. So in our next session, we'll be covering the remarketing thing once you're done with this. Chalo is, I've got to check it, Jagdish, even I'm not sure. You might want to check with the support department. Hey, webmaster thing, we could do it again, not a problem. What we'll do, once we integrate the account, we'll have substantial data to look into it. You could look into the webmaster data and then you could shoot back with queries. But you know how to integrate Google Webmasters and Analytics, right? So once we get that part right, then we could look into this once again. Or probably I'll see if I could get you user access to one of my clients' account. So if I could do that, you could probably go look into the details and then get back to me anytime. So guys, any other questions? And SEO part 1, you know how to do keyword research as well, right? All right. So guys, thanks for your precious time. So let me do this. I'll share my contact details. Just in case you have any queries, you could touch base with me. And I think I have already sent an email. So you have my contact details out there. And you could touch base with me anytime. Just if I do not respond, you might want to just drop a SMS and then I'll get back to you. So here's my contact number. Here's my email ID and my Skype ID. So it would be great even if you could share your contact details so that we could probably create a WhatsApp group and then communicate through that platform. So thanks for your precious time, guys. Appreciate it. And you have a wonderful week ahead. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.